team the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet from South Carolina to Maryland. I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it's just that Fridays was serving the green. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Bears and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from Houston. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. Here's Fields. They'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mahomes firing complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. The Texans had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw again on second down, Mahomes delivers another one to Pierce. That last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, he played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning, because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays, his numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete here to Ayuk. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on first and 10. Now Mahomes puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A play fake, now Fields to throw. His throw incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll be second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have any options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
This defense not budging back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They snap it to Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. First and 10, it's Pierce. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All of the guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Texans nothing.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Once again, it's Jacobs. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been coughing them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. This pass on target. Velus Jones with it. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 22, Fields. toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now Fields. And it's caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
Texans, nothing.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive.
Pierce has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
52 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Texans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Fields on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Fields. Man open, here is Jones. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
To throw again on second down, Fields. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. McCann's kick up and good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Fields looking downfield for Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball down.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The lines move there, look like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's got it at the 15. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Pierce. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop it behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Play action. It's Fields. Looking deep downfield. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. McCann for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Bears 31, Texans 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Johnson blitzing from the secondary and picking up the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Mahomes to throw once more. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 27, Fields. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, that has been measured revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Off play action, Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Here's Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. That's complete right side to Komet. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. McCann's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes. That's underneath to Pierce. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Mahomes. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. Probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the points, they have come fast. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late